Well, good morning, YTPC. Grandpa Cavendish here, coming at you from my living room here in New York. 6 degrees Fahrenheit outside today, so no pipe smoking outdoors. But I am nice and comfortable inside. Made myself a delicious cup of hot tea this morning, which brought to mind Janez video. I think we all know Janez, Pipe and Tobak, over in Slovenia. And Janez put up a video recently, I think it was just yesterday, about pairings, tobacco pairings with either coffee or tea. And that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. And what goes best with each, what type of tobacco, what type of teas, this kind of thing. So I guess you call this a video response then to Janez question. And maybe to illustrate what I'm talking about, let me just say that when I smoke my pipe, I do enjoy either coffee or tea with it, generally. I don't really drink alcoholic beverages much with the pipe, but either coffee or tea I do, and I enjoy both of those. And today I'm having tea, and the tobacco that I'm smoking this morning with it is this one, which is Gowith Hogarth Cherry Cream Flake. Now, these two go together very, very well. And I'll explain why. First of all, this tobacco is 100% Virginia. It's also very lightly topped with cherry and cream flavor. But mostly it's a Virginia flavor that you get. I find that this goes great, for me, with an English breakfast style tea. So in other words, a black tea in the, drunk in the English tradition. Which again, for me, means with milk and sugar. So you can see this tea has milk and sugar in it. But yet it's very full-bodied. Okay, this is the one that I'm drinking now. It's called Thai Fu. It's a loose leaf tea. So this is not in a tea bag. It needs to be made in a teapot. It's leaves. Actually more granular than leaves. And I think there's a process to that I'm not that educated on. So maybe our friends, maybe tea and tobacco, you might be a gentleman that could talk about that. But this is more of a granular rather than a leaf product. But it's fantastic, I think. And it's a deep, full-bodied black tea, but with the cream and sugar or milk and sugar. Actually, cream and sugar would be perfect with this creamy tobacco. And that's the predominant flavor in this, is a creaminess. The cherry is very light in the background. It's mostly a creamy Virginia. Goes nice with this type of tea, in my opinion. So other Virginias, I think, would also go nice with English breakfast style tea. I don't drink green tea much with pipes. I drink green tea, but I just haven't really gone to it as much with a pipe. Because I'm mostly smoking my pipe, it seems, lately, in the mornings. And that's when I tend to drink coffee or tea. This is a delicious tobacco. Don't be afraid of Gowith Hogarth, thinking it's Lakelandy. Don't be afraid of cherry. If you just want a really good Virginia tobacco, this is it. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is coffee, okay? Now I'm going to take another example of a tobacco here that I've been enjoying recently. Just happens to be also a Gawith and Hogarth blend, and it's called Rum Flake. Now this one, on the other hand, I think is delicious with coffee. Again, I'm enjoying it very often in the morning, and you know, that's when I tend to drink coffee, but I do find it goes great. It's predominantly a Burley. That one is 30% Virginia, and the remainder is Burley. It has a slight rum topping. Again, extremely light, not Lakelandy, so not overly floral or that kind of thing. It's very much in the background, if at all, but that pairs great with coffee for me. Coffee. Take a guess where I'm from. Oh, yes. And when I talk about coffee, generally I'm drinking something like this one. Okay, this one is Dunkin' Donuts, right? It's the regular Dunkin' Donuts, but it's the whole bean. So you need to grind that and then brew that, and that gives you a very nice, you know, medium roast flavored tobacco, but it will flavored coffee. But it pairs for me again great with a Burley, like the Rum Flake, a Latakia blend, something like that. It's deeper. The tobacco itself is deeper. Of course, coffee tends to be, you know, a bit deeper maybe than tea, although again, this is a full-bodied tea that I'm having here today. So that would be just my thoughts on that. I don't have a great deal of experience with tea. I'm learning more. Again, I don't get too crazy into coffee either. I kind of know what I like, and I enjoy a Dunkin' Donuts. I enjoy a Starbucks, something like that. They seem to work pretty well for me, and they go nicely with the tobaccos. But, you know, to make a kind of a long story short, or a very simplified thought on this, that those are kind of my ideas with this, at least. Virginia tobacco, lighter Virginias anyway, tea, Burley's, Latakias, coffee. And I think that works for me. So I would suggest maybe giving it a try. If you've not paired either coffee or tea with tobacco, give it a try. And I think that might really work for you. This is beautiful together, though. No question about that. Very tasty. Okay, Janez, that was, again, just a little quick video response to your question. And hope this information is useful for any of the other folks out there. Hope you're all doing well. Maybe here before I check out, I'll just show you out in the back. You can see there. It looks icy. It looks cold, and it sure is. So stay inside, stay warm. If you're in the United States or in Canada, I guess our friends in other parts of the world maybe are not quite as uncomfortable. So wherever you are, be well, and we'll speak to you all soon. Grandpa Cavendish, signing off.